It's late, and I'm going to make a weirdly personal video. I can't sleep. I suffer from insomnia, and oh God, I've suffered from it for a very long time, as long as I can remember. It's not great. I just thought I was a night owl. It turns out that it's just insomnia. Been drinking tonight. Not a lot, just a bit of cider, but it's enough to. I don't have a drinking problem or anything, but it's just enough to really mess things up. At one point, I could just drink and nothing would happen until I had a lot of trauma. Yeah, I remember really what happened. So one night I just got absolutely smashed. I was just giving drink after drink after drink, and I was on gin. They call it mother's ruin for a reason. It really does ruin your life. I didn't wake up with a hangover or anything. I never have. I've never actually experienced a hangover. I would just get up in the morning, be fine. Maybe just a slight bit tireder than I usually am, but I think that's down to the late nights. Bacon sarnie later, and I'd be fine. I'd be right as rain. Well, the last time I drank heavy was the last time I was with good company, which later turned out to be that good company would really just ruin that good relationship I had. They decided that they didn't want me in their friend group anymore. This is the same people I've been on about a few times. The ones that I'm suffering from narcissistic abuse, and I cannot get professional mental help to deal with it. Most days I don't think about it. I think I'm over it. And then sometimes when I have a drink, the heavy depression comes out. Even just a little bit. I remember I went 9 months, I think, or more, sober, didn't touch a drop. And as soon as I touched the drop once, that were it. I went spiraling down. I was so depressed. I didn't want to be here anymore. I had serious bad thoughts, and it doesn't help that I have mental issues. I have a mental illness. Developed a lot of mental illness. Probably some of that mental illness I've had with me since being here, and it's only just gotten worse. Yeah, it didn't help. Oh, excuse me, indigestion. It really didn't help the narcissistic abuse on top of mental illness, on top of being taken for granted, people taking my kind generosity as an invite to, take their wicked ways with trying to indoctrinate me and influence me to be more like them, just out of spite. Because I don't know for sure, but I think my healthy relationship with my mother contradicted their unhealthy relationship with their mother when they were growing up. For example, I'm going to be slurring my words because I'm tired. That's not because I'm drunk. I've had one cider with food. I'm tired, but too tired to sleep. It's fucking weird. So anyway, they ran away from home 18. A one-way ticket to the end of the line, which is where I met them years later. Took me in as a mother figure. This video is going to get quite dark. There's going to be a lot of dark topics in here. If you're not, if you're really squeamish about dark topics, somebody opening up about their mental illness, don't watch this. That's all I can say, because I'm going to be talking a lot about selfing. What's that? Self-harm, suicide attempts, and stuff like that. So anyway, this person took me in as a mother figure. And try and keep the light on me as best I can, but my arms just keep dropping. Took me in as a mother figure. I met them at the start of my transition. I mean, this is going to really, that person that watches this video, they're going to know who it is exactly. And just for the record, I have nothing to say to you. If you find this video, I'm speaking to this one person now. If you find this video, I have nothing to say to you. I have no ill will towards you. I don't want to see you again in my life. I have nothing to say to you. Our paths have diverged. You go on your path. You live your life away from me. I don't want to see you again. I don't want to speak to you again. We have nothing more to share. It's done. You proved that with the way you treated me the last time you saw me. It was very, very upsetting. Treating me like dirt, treating me like some sort of outsider, some sort of alien, not even a guest. I think treating me as a guest is too kind of a thing to say. Treating me as an outsider, as an outcast. Do you know how it feels to be treated as an outcast all your life? Well, I think you do, because you had the same thing growing up as me. Relentless bullying. And you took me in, and then you discarded me. I don't care. I don't want nothing to do with you. You are what your mother was, a narcissist. You might not know it. I'm speaking to this one person now. You are a narcissist. You might not believe it, but you are. You've picked up the exact same thing your mother was. And you did. What your mother did to you, you did to me. And I want you to face that. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, you did to your best friend what your mother did to you. Discarded me, blamed me, abused me, took me for granted. I have nothing more to say. And when these people did discard me, the last time I got heavily drunk was with these people, feeding me. I know there's another person connected to you. I don't have as much animosity or as ill will toward them because we had a really, really good friendship. I do miss that and I valued it. And I replay those memories as happy memories, and I play those through my mind as happy memories. I've come to terms with it now. It's taken a very long time, a lot of darkness, a lot of isolation, a lot of solitude. I turned to faith, I turned to my religion, and it helped. I'm not as into my faith now. I will get onto that. I will end the video on a happier note, I swear. But right now, I'm currently suffering with another bout of insomnia. A lot of things on my mind and I need to get them off my chest. After that night, I didn't touch a drop of alcohol again for 9 months, if not more. 6 months into being sober when I met these people again. And they hurt me, blamed me, discarded me. I went another further 3 months, or maybe more. I forget now. And by the time I did touch a drop of alcohol, which coincidentally was gin, and gin usually makes me a very happy, bubbly, giggly person. I'm usually the best, giggliest person to be when I'm drunk. I will laugh at anything. Well, this night, when I had the gin, it was like a switch flipped. I became the most depressive. I went and isolated myself away from people that night, and I spent the night in my own head replaying things, and I got so depressed that I didn't want to be here anymore. It got that bad. I genuinely wanted to commit suicide. And I swore I'd never touch alcohol again. I mean, it's not like I'm addicted to alcohol. Every now and then I like to have a little drink. I've been going back to cider a bit more. Going back to Brother's Toffee Apple. It doesn't taste exactly the same as it used to do, and it's not in the bottles anymore, it's in the cans. There was one point where I went completely off of it because the flavour completely changed when they started putting it in cans. Although they have tried to mimic that flavour back as to how it was from the bottles into the cans. It's very close to how it was. Very close. I do miss the bottles. I will say that. I don't know why you've gone to cans, brothers. Go back to the bottles. Maybe it's cheaper to put it in cans. The bottles, it tasted better in there. There's something with the cans changing the flavour. So anyway, most of the time now, because I've put a lot of the dark past behind me, that I can go back and drink and be that happy, bubbly person. Now, there are sometimes I drink and it brings out the absolute worst thoughts and memories, and it makes me so depressed, so suicidal, so lonely, so isolated. And I think that's hidden trauma. That's unresolved trauma. It's the only thing I can think of it being. So, had a drink tonight on my own. I wasn't quite feeling it. I knew I shouldn't have really opened it because I tipped half of it down the drain. If you're wondering, it was a cherry flavored Aldi one, Alaska. That one's also in a tin. The first tin of that I had, quite nice. The second tin was also quite nice. I had that with my partner. And then the third tin tonight, this isn't consecutive. This is over the course of over the course of a few weeks. So the third tin I had tonight is obviously a mistake because I've not been feeling 100% today. Excuse me. Excuse me. I couldn't help that. I'm human. We're all human after all. Anyway, I shouldn't have had that tin tonight. I've had a bit extra sugar as well. Sugar is also a depressant. I've been struggling with that for as long as I can remember. I'm pretty sure that's also hidden trauma from a very long time ago. For a long time in my life, I've been single. Most of the time I haven't thought about it. And then the times I did think about it, I would get obsessed. I suffer from autism, and sometimes when you're autistic, you get this just autistic obsession with things. You will get so obsessed with something to the point you learn everything about it, and then you just drop it. You just drop it. You remember a lot of the information from it, but you just have no interest in picking it, the hobby or whatever, back up again. And it can be a hobby as well. You can have so much interest in drawing, sewing, being creative, and because that autism, it just makes it just, you get really into it, and then you can wake up one day and not be bothered. For me, there's been many things like watch collecting, working out, going out consecutively with friends. This isn't like drinking stuff. This is just like going out into a specific area consecutively and then just for no reason not doing that ever again. It's bizarre. I can't explain it. It's like tics. It's probably just one of my tics. I get to the point where I've recently been getting really into office fashion. So I've bought a load of button-up shirts and stuff. Just really, I put one on one day that I found in a charity shop. And in fact, I think I just wanted one, and I spent ages looking for one. Found one. Really liked how I looked in it. found another and another and another, to the point now it's the only thing I really look for in charity shops, which is bizarre. I also look for other things as well. So I just have this fucking opticistic spirit. I think, well, but yeah, getting back onto topic, being lonely and autistic, and just getting that autistic obsession can drive one insane, and it has many a time. I would get so fixated on just being so alone, not having somebody to cuddle, that I would rather die than continue to be alone. And there were many times I self-harmed over it. I attempted several times in my life. I looking over a bridge, just thinking, yeah, I could do it. Just throw myself off, or run in front of that lorry that's speeding down the road, or whatever it is, drowning, hanging. A lot of it, a lot of the suicide attempts are in my mind. The amount of times I've killed myself mentally. Sometimes it actually helped not actually committing suicide, just thinking about a million different ways. I've burnt myself to death, thrown a toaster in the bath, I've strangled myself, drowned myself, cut myself, bled out, shot myself, stabbed myself. I've been killed by people in my mind. I've run over by a train. It's fucking scary how many times I've died in my own head. Um, and people, and the thing is, it's not just me that's died in my mind. It's people that I know or have known. I've been to funerals in my mind for people that I've loved. And if that doesn't tell you anything, then I don't know what to say to you. I've been speaking to this one person again. I've been to your funeral in my mind. I've never told you that, and I never will. But I've been to your funeral. I've cried mentally. I've done my grieving. So I think when it happened, I didn't grieve as much as I probably would have done. But yeah, I live with mental illness. I don't know how to cure it. All I know is how to live with it. And sometimes it gets the better of me. I've witnessed people attempting suicide as well, which plays a huge factor in my mental psyche. I remember once being in town, a specific town. It had a multi-story car park in the middle of it, and on the very, very top, didn't have a roof, and it had obviously some sort of waist-high, chest-high wall, and somehow this person, elderly person, had climbed up onto this wall and stood there. A crowd gathered around. Some people were chanting jump. Some people wanted them to jump. Some people didn't know what to do. It was shocking. It was shocking to see it in real life. Obviously, was ushered away before anything could really happen. I have no idea what happened to that person. I doubt they jumped. A lot of people that attempt suicide don't go through with it. A lot of people that attempt it just think, what the hell am I doing? But yeah, that played a huge part in my mental health development. Um, just a lot of abuse in my life as well. I relentless bullying, which probably helps because now I've got such a thick skin that I don't really care what people say or think about me. I will get pissed off at a point when somebody's deliberately making fun of me repeatedly. For example, obviously I'm trans. If you don't know this channel, I'm trans. If people go out the way to misgender me, for the first 3 or so times, I won't let it bother me. But once it's been deliberate, I will start getting a little bit bothered. It won't hurt me. It'll be just like, right, you're just starting to act up. You're starting to show me that you've got the mental capacity of a 10-year-old. You don't want to grow up. You don't want to say, okay, this person's different from me. I'm just going to leave him alone. No, you just have to keep going, making an ass of yourself. And it does start to, I don't think piss me off is the right word, but it does, not upset, but there's a word where it's not like I'm not getting pissed off or upset, but it's like I'm not feeling empathy for you, but it's like, just pack it in now. You're just being obnoxious. I just want to tell you to fuck off. You're just being obnoxious and I don't want nothing to do with you. So being bullied relentlessly through school, primary school, high school, jobs, even from my own family. Obviously not from my mum. I love my mum to bits. She would never do anything like that. It was the other side. He would never approve of my lifestyle right now. And I don't. I personally don't give a fuck. You ran off. You could fuck off. Don't fucking have out to do or say with you anymore. I'm living my life now. It's helped develop a really thick skin for me. A lot of it just don't care. Don't care what you think. Don't care what you say. It's gotten to the point where I will actually put myself down sometimes in order to make friends. I probably show more vulnerability to the people that love me than I really should. I don't do it for empathy. I just do it because sometimes through all the shit I've experienced, it's like some of it's stuck and I can't shake it. So I will put myself down because I will repeat what some people say to me, to myself. I know I shouldn't do it. I know in my mind I'm wrong. I know in the mind I'm better than that, but I do it anyway. Why do I do it? Don't know. Don't have answers for that. Even with, I've been at the bottom of the barrel several times and been at the bottom of the barrel again. I've been climbing out of it. I've climbed out of the main hole, fallen into a few other holes, climbed out of them. I have people that love me. Some people I just can't bring myself to tell just how I feel because I worry too much of how much they would worry about me. And at the minute, although I'm struggling to get a new job because of obviously it's current climate in blighting and nobody's really hiring. Well, not a lot of them are. Keep getting turned down for jobs. You know, that fucks me off. I've also been seeing somebody. We've had 3 dates now. I know I've made a few videos. One video has really kicked off. One video I've done recently, I had my doubts before I made it. Before the 3rd date, when I made it. He's not great at messaging me back sometimes, but he's still willing to meet up with me and have dates with me and stuff. So there's obviously something there. If there isn't, I'm going to have fun. And I will cry if it isn't. But if it is meant to be, because I feel so much better when I'm with him. The stability I feel, the support and happiness and that. These are the things I should really tell him. I think through the more dates we have together, I'll open up a little bit more. Just tell him how secure I feel, how stable I feel. I'm just touching fucking wood that this is the one, because I desperately need it. I've had so many failed relationships that I've developed a lot of issues. Even right now, I'm getting messages right now of people in another chat supporting me, trying to cheer me up. And the only thing that can really cheer me up is getting a lot of shit off my chest whilst I can't sleep. And I'll go back to the chat and I'll tell them, no matter who you are, somebody out there loves you. It might not seem like it sometimes, but somebody out there loves you. Somebody out there fucking cares for you. And I know who cares for me. I've had people that stood by me. I've had friendships grow fucking stronger. I've managed to get out there and, find somebody that wants to fucking date me. And I love him to bits. My head's screaming at me. I've got tinnitus in my ears. Voices in my head. So fucking hard to make this video. I'm literally pouring my soul out for people on the internet in hopes that somebody out there feels the same way and can connect, and you're not alone. You're not alone. Don't take your own life. Don't do it. It's not worth it. People will miss you. Sometimes when you take your own life, people that really, really cared about you come out the woodwork and say, I should have done more. And then the people you need to turn to and go, I'm really, really hurting. You need to do more than you are doing. Help me. Some people will leave you, and it will fucking hurt. But some people will get closer to you and support you. And they're the people, they're your true friends, the people that will go towards you when you are really, really hurting and help you. Even if they just sit there and you're texting them or speaking to them on the phone, giving them voice messages, or you're actually sat there pouring your heart out to them. They've sat there for you. They will listen to you, even if they don't give any feedback. This person has chosen to sit there for you, for the stuff you have to say. It may disturb them, it may upset them, but this person has chosen you, of all people, to listen to about your inner, deepest insecurities, vulnerabilities, illnesses. And they're the people you need to really connect with. I know at the minute I'm struggling to get out of an abusive job, which has taken its toll on me. Once I lost the support of those people I once called friends, and I went back into that abusive job, and they saw that I was a bit more vulnerable. They took that opportunity to really, really attack me, get on my case whilst I was down, pushing me further down, pushing out any last bit of self-confidence. They fucking did. I'm still not back to where I was with my self-confidence. I'm better now, but there's times when I walk past people and I can feel it. My self-confidence is fucking wrecked. But then I think about the people that love me. When I'm with the people that I love, my boyfriend or anything, yeah, I'm gonna actually start calling him my boyfriend. 3 dates in and he wants to see me again. I think he's my boyfriend, don't you? I'm getting better. Don't lose it now. Don't lose it now. The amount of times I've curled up on the floor here or in bed and just or over there and fucking bawled my eyes out. Just fucking bawled my eyes out because when I looked at my phone, there was no notifications. I'd reached out to people, no notifications. I'd reached out to therapy, nothing. And the people in therapy, that I don't feel like they actually care, especially when they're throwing me off of the sessions. Mental health really needs updating. Mental health awareness, that a lot of it is starting to come about now. You've got men's mental health, which is really climbing in popularity. You've got men's mental health groups. If you're a dude, get to some of these men's mental health stuff. Fucking do it. I'd join them, but every time I've asked to join some of these groups, they go, "Oh yeah, you're trans-identifying. You're not going to fit to the group." Fucking, I love doing some of the shit the men do. I'm not a complete girly girl. Whatever. Give it some time and women will be setting up women's mental health spaces. It will happen. Because I think women do need some mental health support. I see it out there. there's a lot of insecure women that are lonely or feeling not heard. You need to set up your own mental health groups. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You need to do it yourself. And the same thing with people like me. You need trans mental health groups. Also, professional mental health support needs to be better. But I've got a friend that's worse than me. They've gone off several times. They're doing better now. I say that they're currently skin and bones. They've just not really been eating, and I really don't know how to tell them to stop starving themselves. I did the same thing. Starved myself to the point where I could fit into a size 8 trouser. Normally I went from a size 10 to a size 8. I now wear a size 12. I want to get back to a size 10. Proper professional mental help needs to be updated, because this person has also attempted to take their own life and hospitalized and come out of hospital and done it again. And I think the climate that we're currently going through at the minute, with all this trans hate, these people that, like that little 4 foot nothing guy, he goes around with a billboard all over him. He thinks he's doing the fucking Lord's work. No, no, no. He goes out there, stirs people up for content, and then some people that are further to the right than him see his billboard. They come crawling out the woodwork with their fucking evil ideas and think that it's okay to attack me. The amount of death threats that I get online just for existing, because people think that it's okay to attack people like me for no reason, it is baffling. I get school kids taking the absolute piss out of me. I've done nothing to them. I do not interact with them at all. I can be minding my own business, taking shopping out the back of the car, and they'll be 20 foot behind me, mouthing off. And I won't have even looked at them once. All this shit you're doing, going trans women and men, is so damaging to people like me. You have no fucking idea what you're doing. You have no idea. You might think in your mind that you're doing righteous things. You're not doing that. You're not. In fact, the way you view me in your mind, I'm speaking to this fucking 4 foot nothing dude with his fucking sign on his back. In his mind, he thinks I'm a monster. He thinks people like me are monsters. He thinks people like me want to go out there. We want access to female spaces because we want to do things to women. That's what he thinks. In his little insecure mind, that's what he thinks. No, I want to go into the female space because I want to get away from men like you who would provoke other men into doing harm to me. I want to feel safe. And so using the women's spaces, because it's not just a feeling, it's not just a belief, it's an actual, how do I explain this? The fact that I have to explain it to a straight person means you don't understand it. I don't usually get political on my channel, I really don't, but it's been irking me for a little while, ever since this video cropped up. You probably know the fella I'm on about. He went to Blackpool Pride about last weekend, about 7 days or 8 days ago, with his little fucking sign, thinking he were Billy Ten Men. I'm not surprised he gets the abuse he gets. You know, I'm all in favour of free speech, but free speech comes with consequences. How about it? If you want to go out there saying that my kind of monsters, you're going to get pushed back. Anyway, I said I wanted to end this video on a happier note, and I'm going to end this video on a happier note because I want to cheer myself up as well. I'm not deeply religious, but I have been praying, and I think somebody's been answering my prayers. The fact that, you know, I found somebody is giving me a little bit of hope. Just that little grain of hope, that knowing that I would find somebody, now that I found somebody, gives me that grain of hope that I can get a better job and I can just progress a little bit at a time. I've started taking up a new hobby, trying to take care of my mental health with my new hobby. It's archery. It's really, really good. I love being focused, which I love driving. Driving keeps me focused. Absolutely love it, especially when it's quite a windy road on a national speed limit road. I absolutely love that. Leaning into the corners, I fucking love that shit. But I just 100% focused there. The same thing with archery. It's the perfecting the technique. It's the focus on where the arrow is going to go. It's the focus on breathing techniques, the muscle balance, and with that, I've also been working out again. I've recorded a video today. I haven't edited it together because I'm really not happy with it, but I've recorded a little fitness workout today just to get a bit of strength back so I can hold the bow steadier, because at the minute it's only a £20 draw weight. If I was as strong as I was probably about 9 months ago, I would have no issue. But because I've lost all that muscle, I just completely lost interest with weights and stuff. I'm a little bit all over. But I've been pretty consistent with the arrows. Pretty consistent. You know, I got most of them in the gold. So yeah, I've taken up a new hobby. I love driving. I need to get back on with job searching again. That's something I really need to push myself a little bit more with. It's not going to do it itself. I need to go out there and do that. I managed to land an interview, but at the end of the interview, I knew it went badly, and I knew I wouldn't have got the job. Lo and behold, I didn't. For a deputy manager role, and I could have really done with that experience, but ultimately chose somebody else over me. I felt it. I felt that interview went bad. Just felt it deep down in my chest. Felt that it had gone bad. Yeah, like I said, and seeing somebody, got people that love me, people that support me. I have nothing to actually throw my life away for. Nothing at all. You know, like I said, those things I go through. Life is just little steps towards something better. Occasionally you stumble. Sometimes you stumble so hard you fall. But it's up to you to get yourself back up. And sometimes people are there to help you up. Sometimes nobody's there to help you up, and it takes longer to get back up. But you will get back up. You will. You'll get back up. Sometimes you might not be standing back up at the same height you were before you fell down, but you stood fucking back up. You fell down and you stood back up and you turn around and look, I fell down, but I picked myself back up. As long as you continue to pull yourself back up, stand back up, pull your shoulders in, back up. You straighten your back, hold your head up high. That's when you know you're back up again. I'm just sat here. Thinking about all I've just said, and it was a darker video. Probably the darkest video I've made so far. I'm going to upload it. When I've done with this, I'm going to hit upload the entire thing. Because I want people to see this. This is me being vulnerable, opening myself up. And I don't care what responses I get. Hopefully I get supportive responses, but I know what the internet's like. You hide behind that keyboard, you feel like you've got immunity. If you want to throw hateful comments out there, go ahead, be childish, throw a hateful comment out there. Just know that I've heard far, far worse. I've been through far, far worse than any one comment. And I'm pretty sure other people would rip you apart for throwing abuse at somebody that's opened themselves up for you. So I'm going to end it here. All I ask is like the video if you liked it. Comment down below just thoughts, opinions. Just comment if you want. And if you felt like you related to me at all, subscribe. I'm trying to make regular content. It's mostly about me. I try to stay away from other subjects and stuff like that because I want this channel to just be about me. This is my little corner of the internet and my thoughts and my hobbies and my things that interest me. I'm up early in the morning. I've been sat here for almost an hour. Right. Good night. See you later.